this is Halloween, and today, as promised, I'm back with another costume. Today, we'll be recreating Maleficent from Disney's 1959 animated classic, Sleeping Beauty. Let's get started. So as you can see, I have everything set out here for myself and to show you guys. I actually already had this piece. It's just a simple classic Disney Maleficent costume. I looked online. You can purchase these anywhere from $40 to about $60 with shipping. So, but since I already had it, of course, that's what I'm using, and that's why I chose to do the classic Maleficent and not the new one. Perhaps one day I'll do the new one for you guys too. But it came with this part here, the robe, and then the headpiece, which looks a lot better on than it looks on the mannequin. Also, I'm just gonna be using some basic black boots that I had here at home. For underneath, I'm not putting anything underneath. The robe is going to be all I'm wearing. I'm gonna obviously be wearing underwear, but if you wanna go out and have like a look outside of just wearing the cape all the time, you could wear a little black dress, maybe some fishnets and a pair of boots, or whatever you wanna do. For myself, this is gonna be it. And then I've got the staff, which was purchased at a party store for probably about 20 bucks, and it's really cool. It lights up, so that will be one of my accessories, as well as a crow. And this I think I got this from like Michael's or something, or I ordered it online, one or the other. Just a styrofoam crow, and he's gonna kind of help me out with selling the costume. And that's basically it. This costume is all makeup. And for makeup, I of course have some eyelashes. Like I said, when you're doing big characters like this, you want to go dramatic with the eyelashes. I have Ben Nye, of course, Color Cake Makeup, the Aqua, and it's in Frankenstein. I have a couple different things to play with, but like I told you, you can use anything you have. The color palette that I'm going with are greens and lavenders or purples, and then a red lipstick, so which I don't have out here. I have my color contacts, which are yellow, and of course something to apply the makeup with you're gonna need. And that's pretty much the makeup. We'll also touch on those as we're doing our makeup. So that's all you're gonna need basically. So as you can see, I went ahead and put in my contacts first. Obviously the reason for that is because once you have your makeup on, you're trying to put on contacts, it's gonna mess up your makeup. So if you can, try to get those in first and then do your makeup. So that's what you see here. For the lenses, I've had these lenses. You can go online to any Halloween lenses website and they have them. These are yellow. They appear like they're white in the lighting, but Maleficent did have yellow eyes. So I bought the yellow ones. Like I said, they're not the most comfortable all the time. These are doing all right. They might get dry, so if you're going out, make sure to bring with you some eye drops or something like that you carry with you, just in case they get dry, because it will become very uncomfortable as you go through the night. Just a little tip for if you're wearing color lenses. So I have my bowl of water over here. I don't think I had that before. Just get you a little bowl of water for the aqua paint, and my little sponge. It's clean despite looking like it's not clean. I actually just bleach cleaned it. You want to make sure if you're bleach cleaning your sponges that you get all that bleach out and rinse it out real good. Otherwise it'll eat your sponge. So for Maleficent, we're doing the Frankenstein green. I have the big one because I've used this several times for other characters. And I find that it's one that I use often. So I just bought the big one. You can get the smaller one for $7. This bigger one is $14. So this will do your whole body twice. But we're just doing our face and hands today. So what we have will be plenty. gonna green myself. She was green with yellow eyes and purple eyeshadow. So we're just gonna green our whole face. Even your eyelids. Make sure you're getting in all the corners and stuff. Because I'm not gonna be taking off my costume or anything, I'm just doing my face and hands. If, like I said, you're going to be wearing the robe and you maybe have one that opens up. This one actually didn't originally open. My mom had it made to where it would open because she did a little striptease at the karaoke, and she had it made like that for herself. So yours may not even open up. But if you have one that opens up, you're wearing something else underneath, you might want to paint more of your body. That's up to you. Because you don't want to have a green face and like flesh tone arms. That might look kind of weird. So just to skip this right along, I'm going to do the rest of my face off camera and I'll be totally green. Not going to do my ears because the mask is going to be covering my ears. I'm all green now. So when you green your face, and if you're going out to a party or a cosplay convention or anything like that, especially on your hands, you're going to want to purchase some vinyl seal for your makeup. It's going to seal your makeup on. Ben Nye makes one. There's another one by Mayron called Barrier Spray. I use Ben Nye, so either one you want to get, they both work, and it's going to seal your makeup on so that it's not rubbing off. Because like I said, this makeup won't melt off, but it'll rub off here and there, little powder fingerprints. So especially if you're committing a crime, you're going to want to get some of this. And I was just kidding. But it's just going to keep your fingerprints and things from rubbing off everywhere. And keep your makeup looking fresh and sealed. What do we do next? I think we'll go with the brows. Now, I lost my my glue stick, so I couldn't, obviously I have eyebrows. So I'm going to use my eyebrow as my bottom part of my brow. I'm just going to make these very sinister looking eyebrows. She kind of had an RBF. A resting bitch face. So gonna just go doing like that. I gotta hold my hand still because I shake. And I need to sharpen, so make sure you have a pencil sharpener nearby. I hate when it does that. This is a really soft one. All right. So she's actually a really beautiful villain, but she's also very sinister. Arch them up in a wicked way. Kind of like that. You're going to be bringing it down. You want them to look as sinister as possible. You almost want to look angry even when you're having a regular face for this one. So if you didn't already know, the novel of Sleeping Beauty was actually written in 1697 by Charles Perrault. And the Disney classic is based off that novel. I think that looks pretty good. considering I didn't have my my glue. I'm gonna clean up the line here a little bit. You know, because I want it to be a little more defined. That's what you're gonna do your eyebrows like. I kind of like my eyebrow, my natural eyebrow, coming down from a little bit because it almost makes it look like my eyebrow is really like that. So just one of those happy little accidents. There's the first one. See? I'm not making a mean face at all. I just look like I am. And that's what you're going for. So we're gonna do the other one. I think that looks really good. And you want to have like a package of these around. They sell these at CVS, wherever, you know, you can grab a bag of these, you know, just keep them in your makeup case. They're good for a lot of things, even when you're just doing regular makeup. So they have the pointy tip and they have the, you know, the blunt edge tip just for doing eyeshadow and stuff. I find that they come in handy quite often, so. Just want to darken what I've got going on here. This is just any old black liner. It's nothing special. This says it's Maybelline Line Express. You can get any kind. I'm not a big person that needs a special brand or anything like that. You don't need a special brand to look fabulous. Unless we're talking professional quality makeup like this, then you do. You need it Ben Nye. Or Mayron, either one, whichever you prefer. Otherwise, you're gonna end up looking like a melting candle by the end of the night. I have a little palette here. It's got mostly purple shades in it. You can get any purple shade palette you want. This one's a Element Zephyr. I think Zephyr is the name of the palette. Yeah, Zephyr Wind. How beautiful. Anyway, so I'm gonna do some outlining with this darker color here. It's kind of a plum, and then I think I'm gonna do the upper lid with these two different colors here. So she had some bags under her eyes, I noticed, and no problemo because I didn't sleep very well last night, so can do the bags. I'm just gonna do an outline like I've got a bag under my eye. This is optional if you don't want to do this part. If you're trying to look like a hot Maleficent, you probably don't want big purple bags under your eyes. You don't have to do this part, but the Disney version actually, or the classic version did. Doesn't mean she's supposed to be a villain. Even though she was a beautiful villain, she's still a villain, so they don't get a lot of sleep trying to make everyone else's life miserable. So there's the outline, and I'm going to fill that with a beautiful purple there that we're going to use for the upper lid, so that'll kind of shine. And now I'm going to do the other eye. Kind of try and match the other one, you know, make it as symmetrical as possible. It's kind of like why I wanted a darker color for the outline too. She's a cartoon, so I wanted to differentiate with the lines, still kind of making her cartoony looking. We've got our underbags. Now I'm gonna go with this, I think I'm gonna go with this shimmery, like, purple right here in the middle. I've seen this. They have this color everywhere. It's a pretty popular color women use for their eyes, so. Oh, that looks awesome. I love when I like do something right. It looks exactly like I wanted it to look, which is a great thing. So you can see my bags under my eyes. Now I think I'm gonna take the side of this, just the side of the blunt side, and I'm going to go with that darker color again, the middle here. I'm gonna do my crease, that darker color. Now on her eyelid, it's just green, but on the top, it's purple. And I'm gonna use both of those pretty shades of purple, I think. Right now, we're just doing the crease. That's all you want, just an arch. Now we do our other eye. Now I'm just trying to even it out so that both sides look the same. I think that's pretty good. I just want this part in the middle here to be a little darker. A little more defined. All right. Now I'm gonna take a new Q-tip because I've used the crap out of that one. Oh, I've got one with a clean edge. So you want to take a clean, blunt Q-tip this time, or whatever, if you have an eyeshadow applicator. I think I'm gonna do below my brow, I'm gonna use this lighter purple and then darken it as it gets lower. So I'm wondering if I want to use this or if I want to use this brush. This brush might blend it a little better. I have a little brush. That's what I'm going to do, just right under the brow. Because you don't want the darker color on top with your dark eyebrows. It might blend right in and your the eyebrow is going to look this thick. So you want the lighter color right underneath. After you put this on, you can always go back over your brow too and darken that up a little bit more. Showing up really well on the green too, which I'm really happy about. So we're gonna do the other one. That showed up a lot better than I even thought it would. We're doing this for the first time together, at least this way. Now I'm going with this this little bit darker purple, and I'm going to take that to the crease. So just right in between the two. And we're going to kind of blend it into that top really pretty purple. I'm definitely going to have to darken my eyebrow a little bit more. Now we're going to do the other side. What I want to do is go over the shimmery parts again too. Have a little more of that action going on, because I really like this color. I'm just gonna kind of, you can even go over a bit what you just did. It's all gonna kind of blend together and look awesome. Oh man, that looks good. Now we gotta do a little bit of a cat eye, and I'm also gonna darken where I kind of went over my eyebrows a little bit, and some of that eyeshadow got on there. I want to make sure it's real dark. What I think I also want to do too is go ahead and line my waterline. With the black. Oh yeah, that's where we're going with that. And then we're going to do our cat eye. you're not used to doing a cat eye, some people say it's hard. Others, you know, have no problem with it. But you never want to stretch your eye, you know, stretch your face when you're doing your cat eye, because your lines are going to end up wonky, because once you let go of that skin, it's not in that place anymore. So what you want to do, just going to put a line on either side going up, and then you're going to make the liner meet up with that line. You see how I did that? Now I'm just going to meet up with that line. Also, if you're doing a cat eye or any kind of upper lid liner and you're also wearing lashes, never put your lashes on before you do your liner, because you're going to end up with a catastrophe on your hands. I'm just using the Maybelline Ultra Liner. It's a liquid liner. It's a brush. I've been using it for years, but I've noticed that they've changed their recipe or whatever. It's not been as good. So whatever liquid liner you have will work. Like, I have all kinds of problems with it nowadays. Either the liner's too runny, or it's too thick, or the brush is wonky. They're probably cutting corners. There's the cat eye. You're just gonna do the other eye just the same. Take that line and meet up with the line you drew on the outer edge. I'm not doing anything with my hair. It's gonna stay this way because it's gonna be under the mask, but you know, you could do your hair even, or whatever. Just in case you want to take the mask off later. You may not want it to be like this. Mine aren't perfect. I'm just gonna keep doing it until they're pretty even. And then I'm gonna put my eyelashes on. Or maybe I'll do blush first. We definitely have to have some cheekbones for this one, so. Next I have this Infallible Golden Emerald. It's like a dark green shimmery powder, and it's a mess. But I'm gonna do my cheekbones. I don't wanna just use a regular color blush because she's green, so we're gonna use a green for blush. I think it'll turn out all right. If it doesn't turn out all wrong. And we're just gonna try to accent the cheekbones. You almost have to pat this on. I might try a different color. I might need a darker green because it's not showing up very dark. But just like you put on blush. You'll have to pat it on so you're not rubbing off your Ben Nye, because it will rub off. You gotta really be trying to get it to rub off, but when you're trying to stroke blush on your face, it will. If you have your final seal on, it won't. So I'm not wearing the final seal because it does make it stick to your skin, and it's not Halloween or anything. I'm not going out anywhere like this. I'm doing this for you, so. So, right down on your cheekbone. Do the other side. It can look a little crazy, like you went crazy with the blush, because she's an evil queen. She's green, and the more dramatic, honestly, the better when you're doing villains. That's pretty good, now that I have it all over my table and myself, so I'll just scoop it away. When I went to buy this color, I was opening it in the store. I know you're not supposed to do that. It's like when you eat a grape in the produce section to see if they're good. I just wanted to see what it looked like, and it went everywhere, so I just ended up buying it anyway. It's kind of a mess. The powder's not my favorite thing to work with. So for the mouth, for the lips, she had bright red lips. But to make her look a little more cartoony, I'm going to line my lips with black and then fill with the red. But I want them to be kind of pointed and, well, evil looking. So just going to do pointier than my actual lip. Also, you're going to be going just outside of your natural lip line to just look more dramatic. Again, that's optional, but that's what I do. And then we'll put the eyelashes on. So that's the outline. I have my red lipstick, just any old red lipstick. This is Maybelline. So I'm not born with it. It is Maybelline. It's all melty from being in my car. We know about that. It's just what I do. I spend money on lipstick and then leave it in my car. That's our lips. Got my eyelashes. These are just Kiss eyelashes. I got a big pack because I'm gonna be doing a lot of costumes. You don't have to do that. But like I said, go bold if you're doing the eyelashes. They look crazy at first, but they'll be great once you get them on. And then before you do your eyelashes, you wanna always put on a mascara before that. So you don't have your like light colored hairs poking out of the black lashes. So I'm gonna do a little mascara. So Sleeping Beauty was actually the 16th full-length Disney feature film to be released on January 29th in 1959. Just some useless information for your next trivia game. I'm not sure how I feel about this eyelash glue I bought. But it's gonna have to be good enough for today. I reused the pair that I used in my last video for Lucy. So they were nice and sticky already. I just added a little more glue. You can reuse these 2 to 3 times before they get kind of weird and you have to throw them away. And I say do that if you can, because you're being resourceful and you're saving money. All right, I'm gonna finish fastening this one on a little bit better, and then it's time to get dressed. I'm gonna do my hands. That's real easy. I just take the water, do my hands before I take photos. And then when I do my hands, I always spray with the Final Seal, because you're gonna be touching everything. So you don't want, you can even go to the bathroom and wash your hands with the Final Seal on, and it's not gonna come off like it normally would with other makeups. So anyway, that's it. See you in a minute. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I hope you enjoyed today's look. Remember, I'm going to be posting a new Halloween look every week, Wednesdays. So please tune in if you're loving this. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. We want to keep seeing these, don't we? Anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.